There's been tons and tons of great moments in the history of the All-Star Race. But for those like myself who grew up in the late 2000s and early 2010s, there's one that really sticks out in our memories: the 2009 edition of the race. In front of a packed house of 145,000 fans at the track and over 2.5 million more watching at home on the Speed Channel, the stage was being set for a hell of a show. In the then-named Sprint Showdown, 3 drivers would qualify from the 35-car field: the winner of the race, the second-place finisher, and the fan vote winner. After a rough and chaotic race, Sam Hornish Jr. would win without a painfully awkward skewed machine. Jamie McMurray came home second, and Joey Logano, yes, that Joey Logano, a then rookie, was voted in by the fans. Yeah, 2009 was a lot different time, as back then the then 18-year-old Logano wasn't hated yet. In fact, people actually kind of rooted for him as an underdog. With all of the pre-race festivities done though, pole sitter and then 3-time consecutive champion Jimmie Johnson led the 21-car field to the green next to his old buddy Kurt Busch.
Well, DW?
Yes, sir.
It's Saturday night.
You got it,
It's
Larry.
time to party. It's $1 million party. Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
Never more appropriate. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go All-Star Racing, boys. Look at those hound dogs. Whoopee.
3 wide. Who's that way up on the outside? Of course, it's Kyle Busch. 3 wide.
Got to get them while they're all ganged up here, I guess.
It looks like choosing the outside paid off for that 48 car. Let's see what happens when they get to 3 and 4.
He's got company up on the outside. Kurt Busch slides up high, and Jimmie Johnson is going to lead the first lap of the Sprint All-Star Race.
The intensity early was high as the field screamed through the first 50-lap segment. Kyle Busch and Ryan Newman showed the most, show early on as they winded through the pack. Busch in 2009 was entering his second full-time season at Joe Gibbs Racing and was looking to continue his winning ways. Newman, on the other hand, sat a spot behind Busch in the point standings at 8th at the start of his first season at Stewart-Haas Racing, so he's looking to impress. His team owner and teammate Tony Stewart wasn't much further behind in the race. Stewart was winless so far in 2009 as well, so a victory in this race would be monumental for his new team. But to do so, there would be 3 drivers that these ones would have to end up needing to beat: the aforementioned defending champion Jimmie Johnson, his teammate and points leader Jeff Gordon, as well as the 2009 Daytona 500 champion Matt Kenseth. While the racing was great, Johnson dominated the entirety of the first 50-lap segment. Newman would be one of the big players who would need to overcome adversity in this race, though.
Well, he's got to ride it out for 12 more laps, and there's Ryan Newman right now. He is a lap down. Of course, we still, even though this is a special event,
look like it's dragging right there.
we still have the free pass, but you can see the sparks. Something's definitely broke on that 39 car. You can see the left front's down.
Yeah, the splitter is hitting the ground.
Between the first and second segments, the teams would come on to pit road for their second pit stops and adjustments of the night. This is where the lead finally changed hands, as Kyle Busch and Matt Kenseth grabbed the top 2 spots with 2 tire gambles. The 2 top guys from the open being the only other ones to try and take this gamble. In an odd run of occurrence, the 2 tires trumped Hendrick Car's 4, with the top 8 staying out. The front guys would stay the same heading into segment 3 for another 20 laps.
I don't know if that's going to help that much or not. I thought he had the perfect setup, but he's mired back into traffic now.
So it's Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, Kurt Busch, Greg Biffle, Jeff Burton, Hornish and Edwards, the top 10.
I think Kyle Busch knew that he better not let the door open for that 17 car based on the way Matt kept running him down there. And Mark Martin's right up beside Kenseth going off into turn 3.
Tony Stewart's going to come out of this first lap in 6th.
Oh, Johnson got in the wall hard. He just killed the right side of his car.
Yep. pancaked it.
Now this old car, sometimes it makes them better.
Into Greg Biffle, and that will put us under caution.
Biffle would end up in the 21st and final position of the night. Johnson, on the other hand, pancaked his car into the wall. While he would be able to get up to the top 5 later on, he wouldn't be a factor for the win at night's end. Once again, though, the field would roll back to the green.
5 laps to go. 15 to go in this segment. 15 to go.
15 to go. Boy, Matt didn't get much of a restart there.
And I think Jeff Gordon in that 24 car is going to take advantage.
Mark just got bad loose right there. Almost lost that car. He's fortunate.
He had the whole field coming at him.
Here comes Hamlin on the bottom.
There just happened to be a hole there for Larry. Otherwise, that would have been big.
Kyle Busch initially jumped out to the lead, but Jeff Gordon was hot on his tail. With 8 to go, Gordon would go to the point.
But I'm going to tell you what.
Something just happened, Larry, to the 18.
Yeah, because look, here comes that 24 car all over the side. Jeff Gordon wants to lead to this thing.
Something's wrong with the 18. He just going down the back just then. Something happened.
Nothing was really wrong with the 18. Instead, the 24 and a few other cars were just faster than him. This would be the first green flag pass for the lead all night. In the back half of the top 10, Ryan Newman was climbing back through the pack. Before the final 10-lap segment, teams once again brought their cars down to pit road for service for what many hoped to be their final stops and adjustments of the night. The break between stages would also be agonizingly long for fans as teams could adjust just about anything. So with 10 to go, the field would come back to the green. Gordon in first, Kenseth in second, Kurt and Kyle Busch in third and fourth, Stewart in sixth, and Newman still mired back in ninth. With 10 laps left, a cool million was waiting in victory lane.
Yeah, and I just don't like where he is. He's pinned down on the inside there. That's going to be hard.
He's fifth. 10 green flag laps.
Look at that. Kyle Busch tried to time it. Matt Kenseth slammed the door on him.
But that hurt Matt so badly. He lost his momentum, and Kyle tried him again out there.
Well, he did it earlier. On the first start of the race, he passed cars going 3 wide.
There's 3 wide over there off 2.
He's going to do it.
He's going to make it.
And Jimmy gets turned.
Oh, no, Jimmy's around.
Caution is out.
With the caution there were still 10 to go, as the All-Star Race caution laps don't count. So once again, they tried it again.
Here we go.
And somebody said, where would you like to be? And he said, I ain't got no idea. Much better restart. There goes
Kyle Busch is going to try to make it 3 wide in the middle, and I think he's going to make it work.
I told you he would go inside of the 17.
And he's going to get the run on the high side. He'll get the lead down the back straight over there.
Come on.
That was awesome.
Adios, boys. He got him a set of goodbyes on his car.
Wild Thing makes the move up the middle.
I knew he would.
Wow.
He's a restart. He is a restart.
If I can't get him on the high side, I'll get him through the middle.
I knew he'd do that.
Jeff Gordon goes after him.
Now he's going to have his hands full with that 24 car.
And here comes Stewart. Tony Stewart wants a piece of this.
Whoa, the 17 almost lost it getting into one that time.
And he looks like he's going to lose some spots because of it.
Looked like that little shim job wasn't quite enough.
And Ryan Newman, who at one point was nearly 2 laps down.
Uh-oh, look out, boys, got to fight for the lead here.
Here comes Gordon on the bottom, the 24 car, they're side by side. 8 to go.
Drag race, 24. He's out there.
Look at the run that 39 car got. I mean, he ran up on some hard. He had to jump out of the gas 3 wide in 2.
Oh, boy, here we go. This is going to be tight right here.
But they make it, and Stewart closes right up.
Oh, and a nice little bump draft down the back at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
You won't see that except in the All-Star Race. Newman all the way up against the wall. There's still 3 wide.
He's got him. He's got him. Oh, there we go.
Keep your foot in it.
Keep your foot in it.
Still
Keep your foot in it. Ah!
Pow.
Keep your foot in it. While not winning advice, it did produce the best soundbite of the night from Darrell Waltrip. With 8 to go, though, there was still more racing to be done. So after the yellow, it would be Kyle Busch back in the lead.
Restarts are just action-packed.
Boy, he's bringing them down mighty slow.
And he got a whale of a jump. Look at that.
timed it just right again.
That might be all it took right there.
Let's watch Newman in that 39 car. Kyle Busch actually had a good enough lead. He could go ahead and move to the top through 1 and 2.
But Larry, I think Newman's car is hurt. I mean, he hit that outside wall hard.
If that was the finish, it would have been Busch, but Kenseth pounds back on the inside, and Stewart is there.
He's never won the All-Star race. He's finished second in his rookie year. Stewart in that 14 car.
He better just watch these two dudes in front of him, because I don't think there's a lot of love going on right there right now. Kenseth's going to get the great run off the corner. He clears the 18. That's all it took.
With 5 to go, the top 5 were under a blanket. But another caution flew due to debris coming off Brad Keselowski's number 09 car. There would be a 5-lap shootout to end off the All-Star race.
Kyle laid back a little bit too far, maybe. He tried to get a run on Matt, but Matt took off better than I think Kyle thought he would. Here he goes.
He gets that run on the high side.
Can't quite pull it off this time.
There comes Stewart in the 14, trying to get back to second down the back straightaway.
To take away Tony's line.
He's taken for granted. Tony Stewart will not go to the high side. 2 to go.
Watch him down here. He's been running high.
He opened the door, though. There's Stewart. And Stewart's going to get the lead. He got him.
Bye-bye.
Smoke got him. And with that, he also got the $1 million.
Even getting past, you don't think they ramped it up? Kenseth just ran his fastest lap a lap ago.
Larry, what a great accomplishment for Tony Stewart, this team, that organization. Who would have thunk it?
After self-inflicting a penalty on his pit stop, Tony Stewart makes $1 million.
Stewart would get Haas their first victory as a team. Granted in a non-points race, but still. Stewart also would go on to win 4 points races in 2009, while finishing off 6th in the standings. Gordon rode his consistent wave to a 3rd place finish in points. As for Matt Kenseth and Kyle Busch, they both faltered late in the regular season and missed out on the 12-man chase for the Sprint Cup. Unlike Newman, though, who would return to the chase for the first time in 4 years with his consistent running. While not as famous as most other All-Star races you see on compilations or in highlight reels, it was probably the best one of the COT era. It also marked Tony Stewart's first and only victory in the exhibition race. Now with that, I'll hand this one off to you. What is your favorite All-Star race in NASCAR history? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're at it, like and share this video and subscribe to this channel for more great NASCAR content. And until next time, have a good one.